When CBS originally broadcast NCIS in 2003, they probably had no idea that this spin-off of their JAG series would become the television phenomenon it is today. However, over the years, the show has seen a lot of the cast members leaving. In this video, we'll reveal more about the actors that left the show and why. Burnt out actors. Almost 2 decades later, the show is still going strong. It's been the network's most watched drama and second most watched show for a long time. What exactly do we mean when we say a long time? Well, NCIS was the most watched drama in the world in 3 of the last 4 years, according to Deadline in 2018. So yes, safe to say that everyone on the planet enjoys this show. But you know who doesn't seem to enjoy it too much? The cast members. Naturally, we can expect cast changes as with any show that's been on the air for nearly 2 decades. After all, plots change, actors become bored, and there are always personality clashes between actors. In the case of Michael Weatherly, an original cast member of NCIS working for over a decade got monotonous for him. He claimed that his decision to leave the show in 2016 was motivated by boredom, plain and simple. Michael felt burnt out from playing Tony DiNazio for the past 13 seasons, and to him the character had run its natural course. Actress Sasha Alexander felt similarly about working on the show, even though she was on it for only 2 seasons. Her character was certainly sent off with a bang. Fans of the show were shocked when Special Agent Kate Todd was shot in the head and murdered. But why was she leaving in such a gruesome manner? She was simply ready to move on, as it turned out, when Alexander stated her intention to leave. Donald P. Bellisario, executive producer and creator of NCIS, decided to give the character a dramatic send-off. Reports claim that Bellisario had already started scripting the season's final episode when Sasha rushed in with tears in her eyes, stating she couldn't handle the grueling routine. Sasha later gave a statement saying, "People don't realize you make 24 episodes a year on a network show. That's more than 10 months a year, 17 hours a day. It's hardcore." Another actress, Lauren Holly, is said to have left due to sheer boredom. Starring as Jenny Shepard, the director in command of the NCIS unit from seasons 3 to 5, Holly hadn't acted in a while when she was offered the part. What was just supposed to be a guest starring role spanning roughly 6 episodes ended up being the strangely unwell director for a total of 48 episodes. She eventually left the show because she grew tired of the role. Mysterious exit. Pauley Perrette's choice to go from NCIS is quite mysterious. In her initial explanation, she seemed to suggest that she got signs from the universe that it was time for her to leave the show. Isn't that a little cryptic? However, the mystery was soon solved. She later made it clear that she would never return to the show because of something that had happened on set. According to a tweet, which has since been deleted, Perrette was physically assaulted by Mark Harmon, because of which she wasn't just terrified of being around him, but also believed that he might attack her again. Horrifying stuff. So what prompted Perrette to defend the crew, allegedly prompting Harmon to attack her? Well, it appears that the whole incident stemmed from Mark Harmon's dog biting an NCIS staff member, and Perrette claims that someone with a lot of power and influence tried to keep her quiet about what had happened between her and our co-star. Sadly, CBS's response to Perrette's statement was a bunch of fluff about creating a safe working environment, and that was the end of it. Unfair treatment. Despite not being on the show from the beginning, Coda DePablo's character of Ziva David was a popular favorite among NCIS viewers. She first appeared on the show in season 3 in 2005, but abruptly quit at the start of season 11 in 2013. Coda DePablo was the first major character to quit the hit program, and she told TV Guide that her decision to leave was an immensely difficult thing and terrifying, but that her motivation for leaving was personal. It's interesting to note that the actors revealed the real reason for leaving the show after some time. In Pablo's case, she revealed a few years down the line that she felt her character wasn't treated right, which prompted her departure. When the bulk of the female cast members of a TV drama leave for unknown reasons, you start to question what kind of environment they're working in. Despite the show's enormous success and longevity, many prominent actresses from the show have left abruptly owing to unspoken complaints. Sudden departures. Dwayne Henry, an Englishman, joined NCIS in season 13 as Clayton Reeves, a former British MI6 officer who joins the NCIS international desk. Henry sadly only lasted 2 seasons on the show before being killed off in the same episode as Pauley Perrette's final appearance as Abby. Henry claims that his departure was partly due to the show's inability to decide what to do with his character following the death of previous NCIS showrunner Gary Glassberg. Jennifer Esposito's role as Special Agent Alexandra Quinn on NCIS was just for 1 season, but she left a lasting impression on viewers. Quinn spent 15 years as a Federal Law Enforcement Training Center (FLETC) instructor before joining NCIS. where she trained agents such as Bishop, Torres, and McKee. Fans were shocked to learn that Esposito would not be returning to the hit show, and there was talk that the actress might have been sick, which caused her to quit. Quinn wasn't supposed to be a long-term character, according to Esposito, and her exit from NCIS wasn't as shocking as it sounded. Her role, unlike other of her co-stars, was not killed off. Instead, she just stepped away from the team to care for her Alzheimer's-affected mother. Another actress, Zoe McClellan's exit from NCIS New Orleans was one of the most puzzling NCIS departures. Program's producers declared her departure from the show a creative decision at the time, but a 2019 Vulture piece indicates that McClellan's character, Special Agent Meredith Brody, was written off the show for a completely other reason. She was fired. According to the article, Jeffrey Lieber, the original showrunner of NCIS New Orleans, said he was under a lot of pressure from individuals higher up at the network to get on board with McClellan's sacking. Lieber claims he was not told why they wanted her gone and that he fought back, but to no avail. Something tells us the culture behind the scenes of NCIS isn't too healthy. Shifting priorities. Fans of NCIS New Orleans were taken aback by Shalita Grant's departure from the show. She began as a recurring character, ATF agent Sonia Percy, before becoming a full-time actress in Season 2 as an NCIS special agent. Grant was on the show for most of Season 4, but little is known about the reasons behind her departure. Grant wanted a change and was moving on to the next great thing, according to reports. The actress stated that her choice to leave the show was mutually agreed upon. When Special Agent Christopher LaSalle was shot and died in the middle of Season 6 of NCIS New Orleans, fans were devastated. After being wounded in the chest, it appeared that the beloved character would survive, but he died in the hospital in front of his stunned teammates. It was a devastating moment for the show's characters, and it was also heartbreaking for the viewers at home. After all, actor Lucas Black had been on the show since the beginning, and viewers adored him for his southern drawl and down-to-home charm. So why did Black quit after 6 seasons on the show? According to him, he thought it was necessary to focus his attention on his family. Most performers can tell when it's time for their characters to move on, and Emily Wickersham, who has played Eleanor Bishop since Season 11, appears to be one of them. Eleanor went on a secret assignment in the Season 18 finale, but some fans were unsure if she would return or if this was the end. The actress turned to Instagram to confirm her decision of leaving the show with no particular explanation yet. Gone but not forgotten. From the show's inception in 2009 until his untimely death in 2017, Miguel Ferrer portrayed NCIS Assistant Director Owen Granger on NCIS Los Angeles. Ferrer died at the age of 61 from throat cancer. His character Granger had an unspecified illness because of his excessive smoking and other bad habits, which led to the authors writing in Ferrer's cancer into the program. Ferrer continued to appear on the show until the end of his life, despite his frail health. Ferrer's longtime co-star on the show, Chris O'Donnell, believes he stayed on longer than he should have because he enjoyed coming to work so much. Following Ferrer's death, the show included an in memoriam in the closing credits, as well as a performance of Knocking on Heaven's Door by Ferrer and his band, The Generators. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think about the turnover rate of NCIS? Is it a toxic environment, or are those actors bored by the show too easily? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.